a chaos coordinator, Wookiee Wrangler. You know the rules, no droids, no bounty hunters, no Reylos, no Ray Nobodies, no any of that, no Adam Driver fans. If we don't do that, we don't do the sequel trilogy. The sequel trilogy sucks. And the High Republic, oh my god. Look at my hair. High Republic is a laughing stock. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about what I learned today. So anyway, I got a message from a friend of mine who's British. Hey Dave, how you doing? And he works in the film industry. Hey Trayla. And he basically said DK Publishing dropped the book that they had pulled back about Mandalorian, the handbook. But Pablo Hidalgo is not the writer. Wait. Okay, what's going on here? We've seen him diss George Lucas several times in his Twitter feed. So what's going on? I would say that this last, when did that happen? It was this last winter, right? Yeah, that his removal from relevant Star Wars was happening back then. He doesn't follow Dave Filoni on his public account. He doesn't follow Jon Favreau. When people come up and say, oh, Filoni's getting shit from people, blah, 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 he basically says, I don't follow anything I'm interested in. He basically is, hi Kojak. Hi, buddy. Come here. Come up. Come here. Come here, bud. Here he is. Can barely see him. There he goes. You know, he doesn't follow the guys that are basically running the show, which says a lot. Now, is he gone? I don't know. You know, he did that tweet to that person saying after 20 years I have no plans and I don't know what hers are. Her being Kathy Kennedy. And there's some weird stuff going on with that too, by the way. A friend of mine pointed out that Frank Marshall is in the United States. He is one of the top producers of Indy 5. He was at, apparently, the opening night of Diana, the musical. I just don't want to see that. I don't care about it. You know, after how many years of looking at Princess Diana as a victim, I'm like, I'm sorry. She had a free way out. And fuck it, I don't care. So he was at that musical, front seats, of course, with his two daughters, and a woman, not his wife at all, not his sister-in-law, because his sister-in-law is an identical twin to his wife. I don't know who this woman is. It could actually be his sister Sally. Yeah, I know, I saw that, Dave. I really find this Diana worship to be disgusting. That's just me. She was only dating Dodi Fayed because he was Muslim and Egyptian, and he wasn't part of the crowd, and she just did it to piss him off. She didn't care. She, you know, I don't know. Was she a good mom? I don't know. A good mom wouldn't be doing that. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. Really feel bad for William more than Harry, even though Harry was Mama's boy. In a way, Kojak. In a way that I can't. But anyway, I just no. I mean, I'm really hard on women, I guess. I just don't get it. Anyway, but they were there, and who that woman was, I don't know. Okay, where's where is no? They dropped it, Dave, and they brought it back. Hey, John, they dropped it and they brought it back, but the writer's different, and there's an official one coming out, and it looks to me like Pablo's not the writer. All right, so I'm gonna say it right now, he's out, and I've said it before, but now it's getting to the point where I'm pretty convinced. All right, I'm pretty convinced. Where's Kathy? Why wasn't she? If she's not working on a movie, don't they have a movie being filmed? I think they do. I'm pretty sure. What movie could that possibly be? Oh, I know. Indiana Jones 5, which incidentally, one of the crew died. Yeah, well, here's the deal. Until we get an official word, we don't know. Hey, bud. Kojak, come on, buddy.
I don't know what you're trying to do, but
Come here.
you awoke Kojak.
Yeah.
You awoke him.
Well, he was crying. Our dog cries in his crate when he's crated.
Yeah.
Leave Daddy alone. Anyway, where was I? They did lose a guy on the set at in Fez, Morocco. One of the crew died. I don't know how. Said natural, dead a natural death, whatever. That's it. And where is she? Where is she? Why wasn't if she's not on the set and working, why isn't she with her family? These are the things we have to ask. We've got no word about anything official about her, and it is just bizarre as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it really, really is. I don't really know what to think anymore. But, we've got this book coming out that DK had pulled back with a different writer. I'm pretty sure now, from what I've heard, that on the official handbook, Pablo won't have a fingerprint on it. We'll have to see. On the 10th is the earnings report. And hey, you know what? Before that happens, I will put the link in a description in a video so we can all listen to. I'm getting to that, Jonathan. You read my mind. We will get to see that. All right, and I'll make sure you guys get to watch too. And then on Disney Plus, I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't think we're gonna see her either. They can't afford to have her face anywhere. All right. And I think the lesson is from the Academy Awards video she did and the tremendous retaliation from the fans after what she did to Gina Carano. It was back in March, February, March. Okay, fine. But as over as I am of that whole thing, and I've got a friend who actually made the movie with Gina, Nick Cersei. He's in the movie. Hey, Bone. You know, that's fine. Okay, cool. I don't really care one way or another if she comes back to the Star Wars or not. I really, he could write her out of the script. I don't care. Get somebody else to play the character. I don't care. It is bigger than she is. Okay? So, but that caused everything else. So, if anything, if Gina doesn't come back, at least what they did to her caused this. Whatever's going on. Okay, let's talk about Kevin Feige. The squawking on Variety and Deadline, worldwide, the Eternals made $161 million dollars. 71 million box domestic. Not even middling to what they thought they were going to make. This is big. This is how you defeat the woke, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't really care if she does Bone. She played a character that showed up in 4, maybe 7 episodes. She's not Luke, she's not Han, she's not Leia, she's not Anakin, Padme, Qui-Gon Jinn. She's not an established character. And I don't care. What they did to her was wrong. And if she came back, I'd be like, all right. But if I hear, and I've said this again, and I know there's some newbies listening, if I hear that she told John and Dave to go fuck themselves after they asked her to come back, I am done. You dance with the boy that brung you. Loyalty is everything. Let me say this. None of us here would know who she was without them. Unless you're an MMA, UFC fan. And then they're not, I'm not. I don't care about that shit. All right? You've got to see, despite the battles that went on between Harrison Ford and George Lucas, they're friends. All right? They went to war together. All right? They've made the biggest blockbusters of all time together. There's loyalty. When Shia LaBeouf said what he said about Steven Spielberg, and Harrison Ford basically said he needs to shut the fuck up. I think he actually said that. There's loyalty there. All right? You don't piss in your own cornflakes, if you know what I mean. All right? You want to be a big actor. You want to do this, you want to do that. You've had a setback. But there are still people that are legit in the industry who are fighting for you. You don't tell them no. You don't sit there and say, that's my problem. And there are too many fans out there who think they know her, or I talk to her. Yeah, you do. Yeah, she tells you everything, right? And I'm not just talking about some people, I'm talking about a lot of them. Okay. You don't know what's going on. You don't, and here's the deal. There are people out there who are so pissed off because they're not getting what they want. They want to see the world burn. They're the Joker from The Dark Knight. They don't give a shit, and I am done with that. I don't want them around me. Okay. You don't bite the hand that feeds you, like Dave said. And loyalty is everything. And you've got to remember, all right, in this business, it's as much about talent. Actually, it's about networking. All right. Okay. I mean, she can do whatever she wants. But if I find out she told the two guys that stuck up for her to go pound sand, I'm fucking done with her. I don't give a shit what she says or her defenders. Okay? If the bad people are gone and it looks like they're leaving, and she still says, go pound sand to the guys who stuck up for her, done. It. Over. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. And anybody defending her or defending her people, bite me. Okay? I'm done. I don't care. All right? On this, it's about loyalty. It's about loyalty. Good for TBS. I'm sure 5 people will watch it, Dave. I don't, it's about loyalty. What trailer was that, Stig? Was that Stig Johansson? Stig Kenobi? Look, stay away from that guy, okay? Really. I mean, he's... Hey, H. Boomer, what's up, man? He's one of the people... Yeah, okay, yeah, that's exactly. Unless he gets the EU in its entirety, verbatim, he won't be happy. And I'm done with people like that. All right, I don't want to hear about it. Even if they were doing the EU, he wouldn't get it perfectly, so he wouldn't be happy. All right, and you can't tell him that. You can't tell these people this shit. All right, they don't want to hear about it. They're intellectually dishonest. They're not intelligent in their argument. Hey, Alan. And it's, it's, you got to move on from them. The fandom is bigger than that. I loved the EU, but I'm not so enamored of it that I look at it like it's infallible. And I've said this before, but it's not a holy book. It's not a holy writ. It's not catechism. There are... Okay, I will, Dave. There are good things about it, and there are bad things about it. And even in some of the good things, there are bad things in the good things. And if these people can't accept it, that guy, I don't know, whatever. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm done. We're stuck between SJWs who want to destroy everything and burn it to the ground, and EU fanatics who, unless it's a pure EU, with all the suckage that went with some of that, they're going to burn it to the ground. And we're like, we just want good Star Wars where Han, Luke, and Leia are respected, and and George's vision was respected. I don't get it. And there was good enough stuff in the EU where they could have actually run with some of those stories and turned it into an actual canon, which would have been great. And I'm going to say this. I don't care who said it. I don't care who posted it on their blog or Twitter or YouTube channel. George Lucas has never said the EU is canon. Okay? That doesn't mean that those characters can't be canon. It's the stories. Okay? And some of those stories were bullshit. Dave, watch this guy. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know who it is. So, yeah, watch him, Dave. So I'm only going to be on for 10 more minutes. And I'm going to try to be up long enough for, before pop culture breakdown. But yeah, I think that Pablo, I need official word. Okay, I don't, what my thing about him is, and with Kathy's, we don't get anything. We didn't get any word. Her contract was renewed or extended, and we didn't get any. We don't know what's going on with Hidalgo. All we've got is this really weird public Twitter account that doesn't follow any relevant stuff with Disney or Star Wars or Lucasfilm. One of those things where you kind of go, okay, all right, I don't know. I'm still thinking about this. I need official account, and what I don't like about this is treating people who are awful with kid gloves. And he is awful. If he didn't extend his contract, and that's what it would be, just say so. All right, it's not like it's Kathy Kennedy. No one in the club would give a shit. Okay? I mean, they'd be like, whoever that is. Okay, so I don't understand why we're still waiting for him. Well, and as Andre said, a lot of people have left Lucasfilm. A lot of people aren't there anymore. Well, that bone, and the fact that it appears that Frank Marshall, who's one of the main producers of Indy 5, at least was in New York last night at the premiere of Diana the Musical with his daughters and some woman we don't know. Maybe it was his sister. All right, I'm going to give him that. Where's Kathy? Is she in Morocco? Is she in Fez? Is she in London? Is she in LA? Where is she? I would like to know who alerted the Guardian or the Daily Mail to the rumors about Indy 5. Was it Bob Chapek? And who alerted Bob Chapek to what was going on, if those rumors are true? All right, there's a lot of weirdness going on here. All right, there's a lot of real weirdness going on. Like Hollywood shit that I don't understand and don't want anything to, if they're not a bunch of weirdo pagans, they're a bunch of Satan worshipers, or whatever, or devout Jews that hate Christians but make movies called Schindler's List about a sort of a lapsed Catholic who saved 1,500 Jewish prisoners from the Nazis. I just, whatever. I don't understand it. Troy, it's one of those things. And I was talking to Mazuris today, and he was like, what if they have a marriage like the Clintons do? Who was that woman? Again, she could be Sally Marshall. Okay, fine. Okay, that's cool. They're out with their uncle, their dad and their aunt. She don't look like him. It's just one of those things. Who was she? And when I look at things like that, it's like, what is this like a message? I mean, and then I think probably no, it's not, because he's a guy and they don't do things like that. I mean, but anyway, I'm going to be done with this in like 5 minutes. If I get through this, if I can stay awake till pop culture breakdown, you guys will, like, I expect applause, okay? And I know a bunch of people I want to talk to and see are going to be on there tonight, but, you know, I'm going to tell you guys this. I'm doing a thing about holiday movies, Christmas movies, Thanksgiving, and the first one will be about planes, trains, and automobiles. Come out in the next week, and the next one will be about Holiday Inn. I expect a lot of flack because Holiday Inn is very, very politically incorrect. Bing Crosby and Marjorie Reynolds do blackface in 1942. You know, I'm going to do a Christmas story. Holiday Inn, White Christmas, Christmas in Connecticut. I want to do the old ones first. What do I what, Bone? Okay, I don't understand what that is. But I'm going to do something about each of them, probably in an upload, in uploads in the coming month. As I like, this house is going to be transformed. No, I don't. I can't even tell you why it's not a Christmas movie. There has to be certain elements to a Christmas movie, and it just doesn't. I'll do Miracle on 34th Street, the real one, with John Payne, Maureen O'Hara, Natalie Wood, and Fred Gwynn. I'll do that one. You know, I'll do the specials, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which was always my favorite. The Grinch, Charlie Brown, which is another one of my favorites. I love Peanuts. I love Snoopy. Snoopy is great. And George C. Scott's Christmas Carol, which is my favorite Scrooge. Don't fight me on that. I loved him in that. I loved it. And there's another movie called The Man Who Invented Christmas, and it's about Charles Dickens. It's a really good movie. And Christopher Plummer plays the. It's a really I'll watch it again before I talk about it. But it's made in Britain, obviously, and it's amazing. It's really just amazing. But you know, I'll talk a little bit. I'll probably do a video about Hallmark movies. There are some that I like. There's some that are like, oh God, help me all. You know, it's all the same story, and that's fine. Here's the deal: the reason why Hallmark works and the reason why they make money at it is because people want to be happy. People, the cartoon version, I hate the movie version. I hate both of them. They're both like, just stop. The cartoon version of The Grinch is perfect. I mean, one time my dad and I went Christmas shopping and The Grinch was on TV and I didn't get to see it. And it was in those days where the department stores had the electronic place department separate. And he's looking around for me, and all of a sudden he sees me standing in front of the TVs watching The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And he's like, there you are. Of course you'd be here. We gotta go. But, you know, that's great stuff. I mean, it just is. And there are things that shouldn't be live version. And that was one of them. But yeah, I mean, I want to do that because it's not that I want to break out from what I do here, but I also want to talk about this other thing I love, and it's the holiday, it's Christmas, it's Advent. Oh, Troy Pacelli's doing a live viewing of that, I think, next Friday. And I may show up to that, and I may want to cry like a little girl. When I saw it at the age of 10, I thought, wow, this is great. And the next year they didn't have another one. Thanks, Troy. And I'm like, well, why didn't they do that? And I'm like, now I know why. Just seeing parts of it with B. Arthur, I'm like, oh my God. You know, so no, day after Thanksgiving, I'm going to be busy. See that behind me? There's going to be a 12-foot Christmas tree. So the house is going to be transformed. Oh, I mean, and I will take everybody on a tour of it. And I invite Doomcock along so he can actually watch and mock me for my mania. But this is what I do. This is what I live for every year. But as far as the topic of this, yeah, I mean, DK Publishing posted that, dropped that Mandalorian book, and Pablo's nowhere near it. I mean, he's sitting around going, what? Whatever. That's fine, Troy. That's great. I need one. Oh, aged boomer, I have a Star Wars tree in my office. And I have the storytellers from a few years ago. I have all the ships. The new one came out. The Death Star is that big. It's gorgeous. The 3 ornaments that came with it are $40 each, which is affordable. It's a storyteller. The Death Star is $130. And I'm like, I'll eventually get all of them. But right now, it's like, I don't know what to do about it. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm gonna rock and roll. I'm gonna police kitchen up a little bit. It's not too bad, but because I just cleaned it, really cleaned it. But come here, Kojak. Come here. Come on. Come here. Here he is. Just a second. Kojak. There he is. Isn't he funny? He would have jumped up, but he was like, nah. He was looking at me like, he has almost human expressions sometimes. Anyway, I gotta go, so you guys have a good evening, and I will see you guys around the galaxy. Oh, and tonight I had a guy who showed up and said he was a doctor, who asked if this was my real voice. And then he said something else, and I can't remember what it was. Yes, this is my real voice. What's wrong with it? Do you want to pull up a bar stool and hear? Because it's a long, tragic story. See that? I don't fucking smoke, you fucker, and if you ever ask me that again, I will come and force choke your ass. Okay? I don't understand the nosiness of people. Everybody who knows me, all of my subscribers know the story. To the new subscribers, go back in the history of this channel, look for the video called My Voice, okay, and watch it, all right? I'm done. I'm not going to explain. I don't have to explain myself to anybody, all right? I earned this. I fucking earned this. So anybody asking me in an asinine, I'm hiding behind my screen so I can say whatever I want way, you are a chicken shit piece of shit. And if you ever ask me that in front of my face, you would be on your ass. All right, because I am sick of it. I earned this. This is who I am. I don't like it. I would much rather not have gotten sick, not have, lost my God-given talents. But here we are. So to assume, what's wrong? Is that really your voice? That there's something that I did to myself on purpose. Okay? You come at me to me in my face about this. Come at me in my face. I want you to. All right? Go look up that video called My Voice. I'm done. None of you out there who don't get it have ever understood how close we are to not being here anymore. And I've been there. I've been there. All right? You don't get it. I am sick of this shit. Every time I turn around, I have some little pissant, warrior, internet warrior saying some shit to me. All right? Who's never had anything bad happen to him in his life. Who's never had that knock on wood. Go watch that video. Steph signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy.